What's going on, my fellow gamers? We are 17 weeks away from Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out. And for whatever reason, Rockstar decided to lower the payout for some of the heists, but also raise a couple. And I understand that they're wanting us to explore the other heists that are out there instead of just, playing one specific heist like Cayo Perico, which is, understandable. They want us to enjoy the whole thing, but they also should allow us to be able to purchase as much as we can in the last few weeks that we have with Grand Theft Auto 5. Because I understand that most of us will continue playing Grand Theft Auto 5, but I don't know about you guys, but once I get my hands on Grand Theft Auto 6, I might not be going back to Grand Theft Auto 5 unless 6 kind of sucks. So maybe they'll be cool and they'll lower down the prices on all the stuff that we haven't bought yet. That would be awesome. That would be pretty cool. That'll for me that'll justify changing the payouts on all of the heists. But it is what it is. We'll see what they decide to do. We do have some vehicles that have been discounted this week, so let's check it out and see what we can buy. Okay, so first we have the taxi. If you trade in, the price is 341,250. If you buy it, it's 455,000. And the description says, looking to solidify your career with a downtown cab company, then invest in your very own taxi cab and buckle up for reviews like noisy engine, but the vibrations are fun. 3 out of 5. Why does it smell like cured meat? 2 out of 5. And driver blasted rebel radio, rad ran lights, and flipped the bird at anyone within 20 feet. 5 out of 5. Would recommend. And we can use this for taxi work capabilities. The Blazer Aqua, trade in 500,000, 514, or buy it now for 667,352. If you're a farmer in one of the close-knit communities on the shores of the Alamo Sea, chances are you're congenitally blind. But apart from that, it's your lucky day because not only does Nagasaki's latest quad come with twin front-mounted machine guns, it's also fully amphibious, so you can career off the road and into the highly infectious water without a second thought. That's pretty cool. The Visor Neo for 1,312,500. Visor are the kind of small artisanal manufacturer who are prepared to think outside the box. The design blueprints for the Neo drew their inspiration from the aerodynamics of a divine falcon, the composure of a ballet dancer, the curve of a suggestively raised eyebrow, and the assertiveness of a cluster bomb. This is the kind of pedigree you need, and it comes with missile lock-on jammer capabilities available. The Vapid FMJ for 1,225,000. As the rate of infant heart disease suggests, power to weight ratio has never been America's strong suit until now with the FMJ. Vapid put the American supercar on a raw food diet and gave it colonic irrigation. The result, with the same primal engine under bodywork that's 90% carbon fiber and 10% patriotic sentiment, this thing will go 0 to 60 on the back of nothing more than a light sneeze. And it does have a missile lock-on jammer available. The Nightshade for 409,500. Don't be fooled by the elegant lines and the composed styling. Like every great muscle car before it, the Nightshade puts out more power than it or you can possibly handle. Few cars present as big a risk to oncoming traffic or look this good on the back of a tow truck. The Coil Brawler for 500,500. If you want to do a cross-desert rally raid, but none of the 4x4s on offer will make you look like enough of a rich douchebag, well, we've got the car for you. Part racer, part off-roader, all asshole, with a large dollop of suspension. You won't know if you're crushing protected wilderness or the bones of the underprivileged under your deep tread titanium reinforced tires. This is the natural order of things. Also, with a missile lock-on jammer available. That's so messed up. The Hijack Chameleon for free.
The Chameleon is an electric hybrid luxury sport sedan. Don't laugh, it isn't a complete oxymoron. This beauty handles so well you'd never know you're driving a plug in. Welcome to the future, so long as you have access to a specialized charging station. The Vapid Hot Knife, calling all car nerds who love to spend lots of money building a vehicle that looks like it's from the 1930s, but also kind of looks like it's from the future. The almost street legal hot knife is perfect for getting you from the steampunk social to the furry convention. We have the Elegy RH8 for free. Born in the fires of Mount Fuji and tested on some German toll road, you can finally legally own this legendary supercar slayer without the fear of having your door kicked in by the FIB because they'd rather crush import cars than catch terrorists. With missile lock on jammer available. We have the Nagasaki Strider. Nagasaki once again proves that four wheels aren't necessary with their all new Strider, but neither are two. Just give the engine a few powerful revs, and you'll soon convince yourself there's no shame in adults riding trikes. No shame. Really, there's nothing weird about it. Not at all. Nada. Stop overthinking and buy it now. With a trade-in price of 351,750 and buy it now at 469,000. The Nagasaki Carbon RS. This super bike from Nagasaki is extra lightweight because of its carbon body, resulting in a very fine line between joy to drive and infernal death trap. It's a line worth treading, and it's free. The Dodo for free. It's not called a dodo because it's killed more passengers than any other plane in its size class, though that's a sad fact and a regrettable legacy for this otherwise splendid aircraft. It can't turn, it can barely fly, but it will be able to float if you land it just right, with missile lock on jammer available. Personal aircraft only. The Bravado Greenwood. Trade in at 769,125 or buy it now for 1,025,500. With the potential of a missile lock-on jammer, remote control unit, slick minds, and armor plating, the Bravado Greenwood brings you old school tastes, old school muscle, old school diplomacy, and new school know-how. So the next time someone asks why you keep buying the same bucket ass car, you'll be able to fire back with more than a one-liner. Imani Tech upgrade available. Agency Vehicle Workshop. The Bravado Sprunk Buffalo for free. Just like the standard Bravado, it's another resurrected 1960s muscle car for the over muscled EDM generation, but this time featuring exclusive Sprunk livery. The Korean Fudo GTX. Trade in price 834,750. Buy it now for 1,113,000. In the way that some 40-year-old frat boys only respond to paddles and hardcore splooshing, the Fudo GTX needs a firm hand to reach its optimal performance. In fact, it needs less of a driver and more of a disciplinarian. Enter at your own risk, and remember this thing doesn't have a safe word. Drift tuning available, exclusive liveries available with drift tuning, and missile lock-on jammer available. The DeClassy Burger Shot Stallion for free. Get them while they're hot. The classic Stallion muscle car has been imported from Liberty City to Los Santos. You might find some baggies or baggy rubbers tucked into the back seat. That's part of this lady's charm. She's a dime. Featuring exclusive burger shot livery. It's so messed up. The Vapid Pisswazzer Dominator for free. Baby boomer teen dream repackaged for the mass market generation. A muscle car without the muscle that's the rental vehicle of choice for tourists looking for a slice of real Americana. Get it with exclusive Pisswasser livery. The Imponte Dukes for free. A long awaited shipment of Duke's muscle cars has hit Los Santos. Relive the old times, the 70s lines, and the smell of spermicidal disinfectant. And try not to be disappointed. Nothing's as good as you remember it being. That's your head's fault, not this car's. The Dinka Blista Compact for free. Looks can't deceive. The Blista's a small, ugly hatchback, but it's got something special under the hood. A V6 front wheel drive to be precise. Drive it around the city, try not to crash, and don't expect to meet the love of your life, unless they're really faded. The Annis Hellion for 584,500. Once upon a time, an off-roader was designed to cope with mud, rocks, marshes, and hills. The Hellion, on the other hand, has been exquisitely calibrated to go up to 35% sand dune on just the right side of bursting into flames, which will make all the difference in rush hour. Missile lock-on jammer available. At Benny's workshop, we have the Annis Elegy RH8 for free. You would get the stock option. At some point, anyone in Los Santos has looked out over a 10-car garage full of nothing but stock elegies and wondered what the hell they're doing with their life. Well, thanks to Benny, you can wonder no more. Now, every one of those beauties is a nostalgic fueled, mod drenched early 90s retro custom classic just waiting to happen. And you can get the stock for free. We have the Declassy Voodoo for 5,500. Of course, you get the stock vehicle. But doesn't the fully upgraded version look amazing? From the bestseller list of the 60s to the driveway of every self respecting pimp and gangbanger in the 80s, the Voodoo is your best shot at purchasing the grit and audacity that died out a decade before you were born. This one may look like it's been left under a bypass and used as a makeshift latrine for a family of hobos. But don't worry, with enough money, you can change everything but the stink. This is where a classic starts, eligible for customization at Benny's Original Motorworks. And finally, we have the D-Class Sabre Turbo for $15,000. The stock version looks good. The customized version looks a little bit better. It's not bad. Tricking out a near perfect muscle car like the Sabre is a fine art. A mainstream mod shop won't understand that its deafening wheel spin isn't inefficient. It's the foreplay a car like this requires. Its brakes aren't dangerously unresponsive, they're smooth and gradual. The lack of protection isn't careless, it's thrilling. Luckily for you, here at Benny's, we can serve a whole lot of style without adding one tiny bit of substance. It's a car this stupid deserves. And up for grabs this week at the Diamond Casino is the Dinka Jester RR in this beautiful purple. Good luck to everybody that tries. I think this thing is close to $2 million. Looks like this guy tried it, he kind of failed. Good luck, bro. Better luck next time. And at the LS car meet, we have the Obey Omnis EGT. You have to just score top four in one of the races, and you get this car for free. And that's all I got for you this week, my fellow gamers. Thank you for watching. I hope you like and subscribe. If you like my videos, please subscribe so I can continue making them. I thought it was pretty cool that we covered Benny's workshop, and I found this dude with the Benny shirt, and behind him is the Annis Elegy. This thing's a beast, man. I think it was free just to get the stock version, and you're gonna have to put some money in it to be able to get it to this level. But oh my god, it's so beautiful. But all right, you guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Be awesome to each other. Peace.